I don't know about you, but the market has been bizarrely quiet. We haven't had a signal since 4 a.m. on Thursday. Let me see.
5 a.m. Thursday.
Yeah, 5:15. There you go. So that it's just weird. I've never experienced anything like that before. All right, so you have Aussie-New Zealand dollar here. We're barely in an uptrend, long wave phase. Would be looking for longs as soon as this thing it has to get into the zone first, and then a sweet spot has to form. So two things have to happen there before we even look for it. The US dollar, pretty much the same thing, a very slight downtrend. But we will be looking for shorts, but we haven't gotten into the zone and we haven't gotten a sweet spot yet. So that's what we're waiting for there. This one is actually in the zone, which is good. And we are looking for long, so we're just waiting for a sweet spot to form here. I was hoping with the news that would happen, but it didn't. Here is the pound CAD, which is not in the zone, hyperextended, so we're not even going to pay attention to that one today. New Zealand US dollar, that is just barely in a downtrend. We will be looking for shorts, but it's not in the zone and there's no sweet spot yet. Singapore dollar, Swiss franc, in the zone, long wave phase, just waiting for a sweet spot to form here. US dollar, Canadian dollar. This is also in the zone. Uptrend, looking for longs, waiting for a sweet spot. And then finally, US dollar, Swiss franc in the zone, looking for longs, waiting for a sweet spot. That sounds like a good lyrics to a song. In the zone, waiting for a sweet spot. So there's that. And then as far as news is concerned today, we had Canadian CPI numbers at 7:30, which were kind of
Yep.
to mixed to good, I would say. And then we have nothing until 3:45 this afternoon. The New Zealand dollar has a CPI number coming out. So we'll keep our eyes and ears peeled for that. So that brings us to the market insight section. So Dave, do you have any shares of Canoo?
No. Can you enlighten me in that?
I didn't think you did. Canoo was the startup that
Really?
just filed for bankruptcy today.
Hmm.
They are going to cease operation immediately. They're saying they have 164 million in liabilities, 126 million in assets. So that's not good. See, and the reason they're giving for filing for bankruptcy was they were unable to secure funding from the U.S. Department of Energy's Loan Program Office. So a lot of these EV startups really, really lean heavily on government loans and subsidies to survive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they laid off everybody and they went public in 2020, raised $600 million. So all of those investors are hosed. There was talk of a big deal with Walmart that never materialized. They're, it said the executives are from Faraday Future. I don't even know. I've never heard of that company. Anyway, it sounded like the last few points in this article were about how shitty their managers were.
Hmm.
One guy was charging the firm off for office space. That reminds me of my old business partner. He used to charge me for office space and for gas for his jet to my company. So yeah, that goes on. Anyway,
Didn't didn't they have like a was that the EV that had the deal with the post office?
it might have been because it's like a minivan shaped thing.
I think that was, yeah.
They were focused on commercial fleets as opposed to consumer stuff.
Okay. It just vaguely sounds familiar as you're describing this.
Now as you say that, I'm looking at one of the little pictures in the article and it has the logo of the post office on the side of it.
Yeah.
So you're probably correct on that assumption there.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's going to be an interesting 4 years to say the least. So expect lots of volatility, I guess is the name of the game these days.
Mhm.
All right, Chief. That's all I got for today.